Grandma's Pie is a web application which can be used to easily view where your ancestors come from. You can ignore this video here in the center. That's just a placeholder for where this video is eventually going to go. To get started, come up and click on the Login with Family Search button. That will direct you to the Family Search login page where you can enter your credentials and click the Sign In button, which will then redirect you to the Grandma's Pie page. As you'll see in a second, Grandma's Pie is already loading data from Family Search, and it's already created this pie right here. This pie right now only has 2 slices. That's because it's the parents' generation, and the 2 slices represent father and mother. If you come up here to the slider, you can move it across and move from parents to grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on. If you look over here on the left, you'll see the legend and these different colors and the countries with which each color is associated. So you'll see that Denmark is this tan color right here, which makes a pretty significant portion of the pie if you look over here. And if you look in the percentages box, you can see that that portion is actually 31.25%. So in other words, 31.25% of my 4th great-grandparents were from Denmark. You can also see that the United States, which is this blue color, is a significant portion, and England, which is this green color over here, is also a pretty big portion of the pie. So that's the Show Single Generation option that we have selected. There's also a Show Multiple Generations option. The Show Single Generation option just shows one generation at a time. So if you remember, we first saw my parents, and then we moved out one generation at a time out to my 4th great-grandparents. When you click on the Show Multiple Generations button, it still shows the 4th great-grandparents. They're this outer ring of this new pie. And then as we move in, this is the 3rd great-grandparents, 2nd great-grandparents, great-grandparents, grandparents, and then these 2 are my parents right here. The way this works is that from 12 o'clock, it goes male, female, male, female in a clockwise ordering. So in other words, this is my dad, this is my mom, this is my dad's dad, my dad's mom, my mom's dad, and then my mom's mom. And it continues that way around the circle until you get around to the outsides. This outside out here would be following the paternal line. So in other words, my dad's 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 dad all the way out to the 4th great-grandparents would be this person right here. And if you highlight the individual slices, it tells you the person's name and where they were from. As we move further out into the outer generations of the pie, you'll start to see more of this unknown, which is light green for me on this screen. So you can see that there's lots of this light green scattered throughout the pie. Unknown means that Family Search does not have information about where these people come from. Grandma's Pie, on the other hand, can make some assumptions about where they come from based on the people around them. And so if you click on the Extrapolate Unknown Countries button, you'll see that the percentages will change and that some of these unknowns, well, all of them actually, will be filled in. So we click on it, and you can see that some of these greens that were in here in the Denmark region, are now tan for Denmark. Grandma's Pie has basically just assumed that because these people are surrounded by a lot of Denmark, they were probably from Denmark as well. Also, this is kind of a nice thing because we can see that these people don't have information in Family Search about where they're from. So you can go to Family Search, do some research, and actually enter in that data and let Family Search know where those people were from and kind of make some progress in your own family history. Also, these empty slices are missing people, so that's also maybe a good place to start in your family history research. If you have any questions or anything, you can come up to this contact button up top. If you click that, that'll take you to a page where you can ask any questions you might have. Or you may want to visit the Family History Technology Lab website, which is BYU's Family History Technology Lab, and you can do so by clicking up here. Thanks for watching the video, and good luck with all of your family history research.